Hello and welcome to the Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
I'm Tim.
How are you doing this week, Tim?
Bad. How are you doing this week, Tom?
Bad.
Yeah, bad week.
Yeah, a rough week for the world.
Yeah, not a great week. Not a good look for our country.
Mm-hmm. America.
World. Yeah.
For people who don't know.
The state of the world. Many communities in our country, America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It stinks. Yeah. It's a very uncertain time.
It is.
Maybe the most uncertain time ever, at least in our lifetimes.
Yeah, and we did live through like a crazy thing. And like people think we're being dramatic.
Right.
Probably. People are like, oh, these guys, these East Coast liberals or whatever. It's fine. Like, you think what you want about me.
Mm-hmm. And I often do.
Yeah, it's bad news. Some hateful things are really permeating.
Yeah.
Percolating.
Yep.
I don't, all the P's.
You know what, though, Tim? We should offer an escape. You know what? We alone can fix this.
I think we're the only ones. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. We need, you know what? People are hearing this stuff everywhere. And like, don't put your head in the sand over it. But
you want an hour break from despair and insanity?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about goddamn Tom Hanks today.
Tom Hanks.
Play the goddamn theme music again. We're doing this.
Hello and welcome to the Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
And I am Tim.
How are you doing this week, Tim?
Tom, as always, I got Hanks fever. How are you?
Yeah, Tim, I have a pre-existing condition, and it's Hanks fever.
Yeah, you love Tom Hanks so much that you named yourself after him.
Yeah, my name used to be Charles Reynolds.
Yeah.
And now it's Tom.
Charles Reynolds sounded very distinguished.
Uh-huh.
But not...
But it's no Tom Hanks.
It's got nothing on Tom Hanks.
No.
So, well done.
Yeah. So the way... Because, look, we need some organization here when we're talking Hanks.
Yeah, because there's so much Hanks... He's got so many facets, right?
Of course.
He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a producer of things.
Yeah.
He's a great man. He's a family man.
Mm-hmm.
He's married to that crackerjack lady, Rita Wilson.
Uh-huh. He's got a son. He's got two sons.
Yeah, one of them's a shitbird, probably.
Uh-huh.
Right?
But the other one's Colin Hanks, which is just like a young Tom Hanks.
We'll get to Colin Hanks. But there's so much. He played the great character Forrest Gump in that movie that we all loved.
Uh-huh. Well, so listen, Tim.
We need some order here,
Yeah.
because I'm just giddy with excitement here.
We're going to go through Hanks's career, but we're going to start at the top, at the most recent. And the challenge here is going to be, within the hour, can we get to his appearance on Family Ties as the alcoholic uncle?
Because Tom...
He slaps...
don't talk about it yet. But that's all I want to talk about. I'm dying to talk
Tim,
about
so I gotta,
Tom Hanks' turn on
that's
Family Ties.
You know what, Tim? You eat all your dinner, you get that for dessert.
All right, let's move here.
So we're going to start with...
wait, do we know who... does everybody know who Tom Hanks is?
Well, if they don't, they will by the end of this.
He's an American actor, comedian, and filmmaker. Comedian? Wow. Wikipedia.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's in a bunch of comedies.
Yeah, but like every comic actor isn't a comedian.
Yeah, but Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks.
Yeah. I wouldn't be... If they gave him that Mark Twain prize, I wouldn't be against it.
Well, what do you have to...
a humorist.
Yeah.
And you have to say, the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Is that how you think he talks?
Is that how Mark Twain talks?
There are no audio recordings of him.
Yeah, I think there are.
There's film of him, but I don't know if they had audio at the same time. Because they were probably like, nobody's going to want to hear how you sound.
But what if you
Mark Twain,
like
he's like, all right, that sounds pretty good to me, fellas.
I love that they say that about Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah. 20 years ago, 14 years ago, 4 years ago. What is it? 4 and how many years ago? 7 years ago.
Really?
4 and how many years ago was it? Oh my God. Everything's already going bad.
Jesus, Tom, we were trying to get our minds of people that don't understand American history.
4
Dangerous, man.
and 7 years ago.
There you go, buddy.
All right. I'm like second guessing myself here.
Well, you said 8 other numbers before you settled on
Well, I was mostly concentrating on trying to get the voice right.
Yeah, it's true. You nailed it.
Do you want to talk about his upcoming roles first?
Sure.
I'm gonna skip Greyhound because that's in development, and I don't know anything about that. But Toy Story 4 in 2019.
Oh, well, now here's the problem with going backwards.
Right.
Because now all I want to talk about is
get to Toy Story then. We don't have to say anything.
So who do you think he's going to play in Toy Story 4?
It says it right on here, Woody.
Woody.
He's also next year going to be in The Circle, based on the Dave Eggers book.
I want to talk about Toy Story 4 for a second.
Right.
Is Tim Allen going to reprise his role as
I'm
Buzz
sure he is.
Lightyear?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
Because, you know what?
What?
I'm sick of Tom Hanks and Tim Allen getting kind of like equal billing on these Toy Story movies.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they are the two lead characters.
They're the two lead characters, but if all right, hold on. If it's Tom Hanks as Woody and Harland Williams as Buzz Lightyear, that movie doesn't change.
Right.
Right? It's same movie. But if it's Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear and John Cryer as Woody.
Yeah. That movie's garbage. It goes right to the bargain bin.
Yeah, exactly. It's straight to video.
Yeah.
It's right next to Return of Jafar.
But it's not. It's Tim Allen and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I think it's fine that they get equal billing, Tim.
No,
it
I
doesn't
think Tom
matter
Hanks. I'd like to be Tom Hanks' agent. I'm stating this. Look,
Base just thought that you would.
It was bound to come out at some point. This I'm angling to represent Hanks.
So, do you think? Are you of the mind that Tom Hanks's current agent does not like him enough?
I think
to fight hard enough for him.
I just think not that he doesn't like he or she doesn't like him enough, but like maybe you have to have the backbone that a guy like me has, who's willing to go in and fight for Hanks.
That's what you're known throughout Hollywood as having a backbone of steel.
Yeah, and it's insane to me that as well loved as Tom Hanks is, his agent isn't willing to go to bat and just bury Tim Allen.
Yeah. So you think his agent should just be ruthless?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not fair, Tom. All I'm asking for is fairness in the world.
I think it's fine. I think Tom Hanks isn't the kind of vindictive person that you are that wants somebody else to not get equal billing.
That's why he needs
someone it doesn't
like
sound
me,
like
Tom.
this would help him that much.
You know what? He doesn't. He's too nice of a guy. He won't speak up. He'll be like, "Oh no, it's fine." Like Tim's a good guy. Tim Allen, not me, Tim, because he'll be like, "Tim, you are the best guy, and also you're ruthless and my fiercest advocate."
Goddamn shark.
Yeah. And look, God damn it, I can't do it myself, but I respect you.
Yeah,
I respect the hell out of you, Tim.
I'm glad you're on my side, because I'd hate to go against you.
Yeah. So, should I give out my phone number on this thing? How do you think
do
you
it
should
later.
Okay.
And then he's going to be in The Circle, which is based on the Dave Eggers novel, which is kind of like about Google, like a Google-esque or Facebook-esque
Goggle.com?
Goggle.com. Which is a pretty good book, so I'm excited to see Tom Hanks in it, and I think Emma Watson's in it too.
Is he playing like a bad? Like, here's what I
think
imagine.
he's like the head of the company, like the Steve Jobs of the company.
So what I imagine is Ed Harris playing that role, and I hope that Tom Hanks
talks to Ed Harris.
Talks to Ed Harris because they're buddies, I'm sure, right? They were both in Apollo 13.
They were both in Apollo 13, but Ed Harris, Tim, he was what you would consider one of the real heroes on the ground in Mission Control.
Oh, yeah.
While Tom Hanks was one of the coward astronauts up in the capsule.
Yeah, but you know what? If something goes wrong, those guys had to do something up there. So those guys were heroes.
It's not like these new astronauts. That's your problem.
Well, an astronaut that just gets shot into space, sits in a chair
Tim,
while everybody in Houston does all the work.
You're changing your stance on...
No, if you have to...
No, because you used to say all astronauts were cowards.
No.
And that
I'm not saying any of them are cowards, Tom. That's it. Your
Well,
words,
you're saying
not
that
mine.
they're
Your words,
lazy.
not mine, Tom.
Lazy and it's not hard.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're lazy. I'm saying if a space mission goes as planned,
Uh-huh.
an astronaut's job is not difficult.
Right.
Maybe not getting scared. I'd probably get scared.
Uh-huh.
But, like...
But for all we know, they're scared the whole time they're up there.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're just sitting in a chair. Many days I'm just sitting in a chair being scared.
Yeah. Apollo 13 is about the one time the astronauts had to get off their asses and do
It wasn't
something.
the one time. I like Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin and the guy that had to, like, stay in the car or whatever.
It's not a car anyway. But then, all right, now we're moving on to this year's releases from Hanks. And boy, has he had a busy 2016.
Oh, boy.
The first one up, another Dave Eggers book, A Hologram for the King. What is he? Did he get a bundle deal?
Yeah, what happened with that? Did you read that book?
I did not. I have it, but I've not read it. And I have not seen this movie, even though it's been on like multiple planes.
I only heard about the existence of this movie.
Yeah, it kind of went straight to DVD, I think.
It didn't, yeah. Probably not even DVD these days.
Yeah, DVR.
Blu-ray.
It's more like it. Or just straight to airplanes.
Yeah. And, like, it's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. But it must stink.
It must stink if it's got Tom Hanks in it,
Yeah.
and it's a Dave Eggers movie.
Right. And there's just no marketing behind it.
Yeah. And, like, many times I've been on a plane, I was like, I should just watch it, because it's, look.
How bad could it be?
Bad, like, Hanks is never bad, right?
No.
So Hanks in a bad movie, you're still getting Hanks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I've never been inspired to watch it. So I imagine he plays the king because the hologram probably is played by.
He's bringing the hologram to the king. Probably.
What? Oh, that makes
sense. It's a hologram for the king.
Right.
He plays Alan, so he's not the king because then it would say King Alan.
Maybe no, like yeah. I was gonna say if like the king and I, they don't have the king's name in it. But then you see more recently King Ralph, and that is the king's name, right?
More recently in the royal genre.
Yeah.
The next movie, Tim, Sully, where he played Chesley Sullenberger.
All right, Tom, say that name again with a little fucking dignity, please.
Chesley.
No. Stop
What?
laughing.
Hero pilot Chesley.
Captain Chesley
Sully Sullenberger.
Yeah, Jesus,
Berger.
a little respect. Oh, come on.
He played Sully in Sully. Did you see Sully?
Nah, I didn't see Sully.
No, I
Did you
haven't
see
seen Sully
Yeah.
either. What's wrong with us,
I don't
Tim?
know. I love Sully.
Yeah,
The man, not the movie.
right. But you love the man playing the man in the
You
movie?
know what? Here's the thing.
Too much of a good thing?
What was that?
Too much of a good thing?
Maybe. And also, like, I don't like that, like, why couldn't the story just be, here's Chesley Sully Sullenberger, hero pilot, and then he hits the birds, and then he lands the plane on the
He goes,
Hudson.
now it's time for payback, birds.
No. Lands it on the Hudson. Everybody gets out, and then it's
15-minute long movie.
no. You make it at least 25 to 30 minutes, and then he's like, "I'm taking everybody to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Woo!
I'm sure I'm gonna get a check from the mayor, so all the beers and wings are on me."
Yeah.
Sully.
I'm sure I'm going to get a check from the mayor.
Yeah.
Do you think there's just like the mayor just gives heroes money?
Probably, right?
No, not probably.
Well, guess what, Tom?
What?
This is the question you'd be asking yourself while they're at Buffalo Wild Wings, and you're thinking, oh no, is hero pilot Chesley Sully Sullenberger going out of pocket for all this?
Right.
If this check from the mayor doesn't come through,
Oh, so that's where the conflict in the movie.
that's where the tension
Yeah.
is.
Oh, okay.
And then at the last minute, the mayor has been stuck in traffic.
Right.
He comes through the door just as the bill's coming, just as
Sweating.
the waitress